Chapter 791 The thunder came, and you two ran away? Brother Yi. Although the strength of those three big demons is very terrifying, I feel that they should not be able to withstand 500,000 lightning bolts. After recovering from the shock, Song Hui looked at Yi Feng and said this. Yes. They can't withstand so many lightning bolts. Then I have to prepare some healing pills for them in advance. Even if they die, they have to withstand these 500,000 lightning bolts before they can die. After hearing Song Hui's words, Yi Feng also slapped his thigh fiercely, and then expressed his thoughts. What are you thinking about? I mean, it doesn't take so many Wooding Glacier to kill those three bastards, so we can save a lot of Wooding Glacier. But what are you thinking? In order to let them withstand these 500,000 lightning bolts, we actually have to prepare healing pills for them. Is this the way a normal person should think? After hearing Yi Feng's idea, Song Hui was completely dumbfounded. He really didn't expect that Yi Feng would not play by the rules at all. Brother Yi. Although I also want to torture those three bastards to death, the price is really too high. So, I think it's enough to just kill them directly. There's really no need to waste too many Wooding Thunderstones on them. After recovering from his shock, Song Hui looked at Yi Feng and persuaded him. Brother. Kill them with 5,000 lightning bolts, and I'll give you 10,000 top-grade divine crystals as hard work. Kill them with 50,000 lightning bolts, and I'll give you 100,000 top-grade divine crystals as hard work. Kill them with 500,000 lightning bolts, and I'll give you 1,000,000 top-grade divine crystals as hard work. After all, I need your help, so I'll give you the right to choose, and you decide. Hearing Song Hui's persuasion, Yi Feng didn't react much, but directly gave three choices. Brother Yi. The hands of those three demons are stained with the blood of so many people. If we kill them directly, it would be too easy for them. So, my idea is that we must torture them to death. The more miserable the torture, the better, so that we can avenge those who died in their hands. After hearing the three choices given by Yi Feng, Song Hui did not hesitate at all and directly stated his decision. Too fast. This brother's face change speed is still so fast. After hearing Song Hui's decision, Yi Feng also smiled and shook his head. Although he knew that after he gave this choice, the other party would definitely make the most correct choice, what he didn't expect was that the other party didn't even pretend and made the choice directly. Brother changing face. Then let's not waste time here, just pick up the Wooding Thunderstone next to us and start to bombard. Then, Yi Feng looked at Song Hui and suggested. Brother changing face? Who is brother changing face? Are you talking about me? Hearing Yi Feng's brother changing face, Song Hui was also confused for a while, but when he thought that he had changed his attitude twice in a row in just a short while, a hint of embarrassment appeared on his face. A moment later. Brother Yi. Then let's start now. After shouting, Song Hui, who was 20 meters away, kicked the Wooding Thunderstone in front of him out with one foot. When Yi Feng on the opposite side saw it, he also waved his palm and directly slapped a piece of Wooding Thunderstone in front of him out. Boom! With a loud bang, two huge Wooding Thunderstones collided with each other. However, the two Wooding Thunderstones did not bounce off each other due to the violent collision, but were tightly attached to each other. Then, the blue lightning in the two Wooding Thunderstones began to emerge crazily. Finally, all the blue lightning condensed into a thick blue lightning, and flew out directly through the cave entrance. The center of the valley. Brother. Killing 10 people a day is really too little. How about we change the rules and kill the last 20 people who mine the dragon mysterious stone every day? At this time, a tall and strong middle-aged man excitedly expressed his idea to the cold man beside him. Brother. I think what the second brother said makes sense. 10 people will be killed anyway, and 20 people will be killed too, so why not kill more? Then, a bald man next to him also echoed it. Kill, kill, Kill. You two only know how to kill. If I didn't want them to feel nervous so that they could work harder to mine the dragon mysterious stone, I wouldn't have killed those 10 people. You know, if we kill 10, we have to go outside and capture 10 more. After a long time, we might be discovered. Once the secret that there are a lot of dragon mysterious stones in this valley gets out, do you think we can still defend this place? After hearing what the two said, the gloomy man started to curse. Brother! We were wrong. Hearing the gloomy man's angry curse, the tall man and the bald man were also frightened and shrank their necks, and then quickly responded. Qing Kuang. Qing Yi. You two should understand one thing. Although the three of us brothers have the powerful cultivation of the 9th peak of the divine tribulation realm, we are nothing compared to the overlord-level forces, because they have a powerful foundation that has been passed down for hundreds of thousands of years. Whether it is powerful artifacts, formations, special elixirs, etc., they are not comparable to us. Once the situation here is known to them, we can only give up those dragon mysterious stones and escape from here directly. At this time, Qing Mo looked at his two useless brothers and explained again with helplessness. Fuck. Brother, look over there, there is a blue lightning coming towards us. At this time, Qing Kuang suddenly noticed a blue lightning appearing in the distance, and then looked at Qing Mo and shouted. Unfixed green thunder. It's actually unfixed green thunder, and the aura emitted by this unfixed green thunder actually brings me a sense of crisis. Who the hell is playing with the bumper thunder nearby? When Qing Mo saw the green lightning coming at a high speed from a distance, his face suddenly changed, and then he started to curse angrily. Huh? Why did you two run over there? After cursing, Qing Mo found that the two younger brothers who were just beside him appeared 10 meters away at this time, which made him look stunned, and then he asked loudly. Chapter 792, who was playing with the bumper thunder nearby and then cheated me? Big brother. You are the strongest among the three of us, so this unfixed green thunder will definitely hit you. If the two of us stay by your side, it will affect your performance. So we retreated to the side. Hearing Qing Mo's questioning, Qing Kuang also hurriedly explained. Big brother. Second brother is right. If we stay there, it will only affect your speed of drawing the sword. Then, the third brother Qing Yi also echoed. What the hell affects my performance? What the hell affects my speed of drawing the sword? This Wuding Qing Lei is so powerful that even I have to resist it with all my strength. If you two can help me on the side, wouldn't it be easy to resist it? Hearing what the two said, Qing Mo's face was instantly covered with black lines, and he felt that his two useless brothers just wanted to laugh at him, but he had no evidence. Bloodthirsty banner, rise. Ignoring the two no longer, Qing Mo also used his own life artifact with a solemn expression. Blood Mist Reincarnation Array. As the Wuding Qing Lei got closer and closer, Qing Mo directly activated the defensive array engraved on his life artifact. An endless blood mist permeated from the bloodthirsty banner, and soon formed a blood mist barrier to protect him. Zzzz. When the flashing blue lightning struck the blood mist barrier, there was no loud noise, only a series of sizzling sounds. Damn. This is all the blood I worked so hard to refine. To completely block this unfixed green thunder, at least 1% of the blood mist in my bloodthirsty banner must be consumed. This time, I've lost a lot. Qing Mo also showed a trace of heartache when he noticed the speed at which the blood mist of the bloodthirsty banner was consumed. He didn't expect that the power of this unfixed green thunder would be so strong. Fuck. Who is playing with the bumper thunder nearby? You'd better pray that I don't catch you, otherwise, I will definitely pull out your tendons, break your bones, refine your blood, and transform you into a spirit. As the power of the unfixed green thunder gradually weakened, Qing Mo also gritted his teeth and muttered to himself. A few minutes later. Big brother is awesome. I knew that the little green thunder couldn't threaten you at all. When the unfixed green thunder completely disappeared, Chen Kuang immediately walked back and then flattered Ching Mo. Big brother. Who is playing with the thunder nearby? And how can it bring out such a powerful wooden Qinglei? We must check this matter immediately, otherwise, I'm afraid something will happen. Qing Yi, who came with him, said this with a serious face. Second brother. Learn more from your third brother in the future, don't just think about flattering me all day long, and use your brain more when encountering problems. After hearing what the two said, Ching Mo looked at Chen Kuang and reminded him. Big brother. I know. After hearing this, Chen Kuang smiled indifferently, and then responded casually. Okay. What the third brother said just now is right. We must investigate this matter thoroughly. After all, to be able to draw out such a powerful wooden Qinglei, the two wooden lei stones that collided with each other must be extremely huge, and the value contained in them is very terrifying. And this kind of valuable treasure, the other party did not take it to the auction house for auction, but played with bumper thunder nearby. This is an extremely abnormal thing. Unless the other party is a prodigal son, just for the sake of spending money and playing, but this possibility is almost zero, because even if he is a prodigal son, he will not spend money with such an expensive treasure. At this time, Ching Mo also expressed his thoughts with a serious face. Fuck. Third brother, run away. 10 more wooden Qinglei are coming from a distance. At this moment, Chen Kuang screamed with his pupils wide open, as if he had seen something terrible, and then pulled Qing Yi aside and ran away. Fuck. Why are you running away? I can handle 1 wooden Qinglei by myself. But now there are 10 wooden Qinglei, and you still want me to handle it by myself? Can't you be a human being? Seeing the two people running away, Ching Mo's mouth twitched with anger. He really didn't expect that his 2 younger brothers would do such a stupid thing, just to laugh at him. Who is it? Who is playing with the bumper thunder nearby and then cheated me? Just pray that you don't get caught by me, otherwise, I will make you live a life worse than death. Ching Mo, who released the blood mist barrier again, was also furious and cursed at this time. After all, the blood mist lost by resisting 10 wooden Qinglei would make him feel even more distressed. And the most important thing is that he didn't do anything, and the thunder came straight to him from the sky. This is what he felt most aggrieved about. Second brother. Don't you need to help the eldest brother? Qing Yi, who was watching the excitement from a distance, also looked at Chen Kuang beside him and asked. No need. Although the power of these wooden Qinglei is very terrifying, it still can't threaten Big Brother. And if Big Brother is really in danger, I would have gone up long ago, why do I need your reminder? Hearing Qing Ye's words, Chen Kuang also said with a smile. Second brother. 10 wooden Qinglei can't threaten Big Brother. What about 100? At this time, Qing Yi suddenly discovered something, and then looked at Chen Kuang and asked. 100? What do you mean? Hearing this, Chen Kuang also revealed a puzzled look. However, when he saw the dense wooden Qinglei appeared in the distance, his face finally changed, and then he rushed towards Ching Mo not far away, and shouted loudly, Brother, the second brother is here to help you. Brother. The third brother is here too. Then, Qing Yi on the side also shouted loudly, and then rushed towards Ching Mo. 100 wooden Qinglei. 200 wooden Qinglei. 300 wooden Qinglei. As time passed, the 3 Qing brothers who were frantically resisting the wooden Qinglei finally showed a look of fear on their faces, because no matter how many wooden Qinglei they resisted, there would be more wooden Qinglei coming from afar, facing the endless stream of unfixed blue thunder. At this moment, they really felt despair. Brother. All the pills that can be taken have been used up. All the talismans, array stones, and defensive artifacts that can be used have been used up. Moreover, the divine power in the body has been almost consumed. If nothing unexpected happens, the three of us brothers will use up our last bit of strength to block this wave. If there are more behind, we can only wait to die. At this time, looking at the 100 unfixed blue thunders in the distance that are quickly striking them, Chen Kuang, who was exhausted, also said this with a solemn expression. Hold it hard. We can only pray that this is the last wave. After hearing Chen Kuang's words, Cheng Mo also responded, and then prepared to resist this wave. In the dark. Finally, I can't bear it anymore. I almost fell asleep waiting. Next, when you start to get hurt, it's time for me, the pale messenger Yi Xiaobai, to appear. At this time, Yi Xiaobai in the dark also showed a touch of excitement. Chapter 793 Big Brother, do you want to kick the second brother awake? A moment later. Second brother. Third brother. Don't worry about me, just run away, the farther the better. After all, these Wuding Qinglei are targeting me, but you have to promise me one thing, that is, you must find the bastard who played with the bump thunder later, and then avenge me. If it weren't for him, how could I have suffered this disaster? After trying his best to block this wave, Cheng Mo saw 100 Wuding Qinglei appearing again in the distance, and he shouted to Chen Kuang and Qing Yi beside him in despair. Brother! We won't leave. The three of us brothers will live together and die together. My third brother and I will never leave you alone. Hearing Cheng Mo's words, Chen Kuang expressed his attitude with a firm look. Hearing Chen Kuang's words, Cheng Mo didn't react much, as if he had guessed it long ago, and then signaled Qing Yi beside him with a look. Bang! With a muffled sound, Chen Kuang's eyes turned black and he fainted directly. Second brother. Don't blame me. If we don't run away, no one will be able to avenge Big Brother. Besides, Big Brother's death was already very aggrieved. If we can't avenge Big Brother will definitely die with regrets. At this time, Qing Yi, who had knocked Chen Kuang unconscious with a palm knife in the back, also started talking to himself. I'm not dead yet. Why are you saying this in front of me? Can't you just walk away and talk about it first? Hearing Qing Yi's words, Cheng Mo's face was instantly covered with black lines, and then he urged directly, Third brother, take your second brother away from here quickly. Once I die, the target of these uncertain green thunders will be one of you too. Big brother. My second brother and I will definitely find the bastard who played with the thunder. We will definitely avenge you. After saying that, Qing Yi also gritted his teeth, then carried Chen Kuang and ran away. Dark place. Run. Run as hard as you can. If you can run out of the center of this valley, I will lose. Seeing Qing Yi carrying Chen Kuang and preparing to escape from here, Yi Xiaobai in the dark also muttered to himself with disdain. On the other side. What's the situation? Why did a barrier suddenly appear to protect me just now? At this time, Cheng Mo, who was seriously injured and fell to the ground, recalled the energy barrier that suddenly appeared just now, and also muttered to himself with a confused face. What on earth is the third brother doing? Why did you run away and come back again? Just then, when Cheng Mo noticed that Qing Yi, who had already left, suddenly ran back carrying Chen Kuang, a hint of anger appeared on his face, but soon, he smiled in relief, and then said to himself with emotion, Good brother, we won't take revenge. If we have to die, we will die together, and we will continue to be brothers in the next life. Big brother. Oh no. Someone has set up a powerful formation barrier in the center of this valley. I can't run away. Just when Cheng Mo was still moved by himself, Qing Yi, who ran over, shouted anxiously. Because there are powerful formation barriers all around, so you came back because you can't run away? Didn't you come back to share life and death with me? Hearing Qing Yi's words, Cheng Mo was completely dumbfounded. He never thought that he had just moved a lonely person. Three of you. Nice to meet you. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Yi Xiaobai, you can call me Master Bai. At this moment, Yi Xiaobai slowly fell from the air and appeared directly in the sight of the two. Chun Kuang is still unconscious, so he can't see. Next, I have a few things to tell you, you have to listen carefully. First, my master is playing with thunder, so don't think about running away, just wait here to be struck. Second, I brought a lot of healing pills, which can guarantee that you will not be killed by the Wuding Qinglei. Third, my master is a spendthrift, and this time he is going to spend 1 million Wuding Lei stones, so as long as you can withstand these 500,000 Wuding Qinglei, I will give you a quick death later. Seeing that Qing Mo and Qing Yi both looked at him with a puzzled look, Yi Xiaobai also said 3 situations with a playful look. Your parents played with thunder and let us get struck here? Then, you brought the pills with you, afraid that we couldn't resist 500,000 infinite green thunders? In the end, we resisted the thunders and suffered the sins, and you said that you would give us a quick death at this time? Is this something a human can do? Even a dog can't do this. After hearing Yi Xiaobai's words, Qing Mo and Qing Yi cursed in their hearts, and at the same time, their eyes showed extremely panic. At this moment, they felt that the white-haired man in front of them was like a demon, a terrifying demon that was 100 million times more brutal than them. Why, are you scared? Don't you three like to torture people? Compared with those who died tragically in your hands, this little torture is nothing? Seeing the panic in the eyes of the two, Yi Xiaobai also sneered. All right. The next wave of unfixed blue lightning is about to strike. You are all about the same strength now, so who should take this healing pill that can heal your injuries and restore some of your cultivation? Let's use rock paper scissors to decide. At this time, Yi Xiaobai suddenly realized something, and then spoke to the two of them in a commanding tone. Brother. We 3 brothers have always shared happiness and adversity together. Should we wake up our second brother now? After hearing Yi Xiaobai's order, Qing Yi used telepathy to ask Qing Mo. After all, they all die in the end, so why can't others bear more of the torture before death? Third brother. You're right. What are you waiting for? Kick your second brother to wake him up. Hearing Qing Ye's idea, Qing Mo's eyes lit up, and then he hurriedly urged him. Although the two of them used telepathy, Yi Xiaobai heard the content of their conversation clearly. Just now, they played a scene of deep brotherly love. Now that you've encountered something, you're pitting your own brothers. Should I say it, the relationship between the 3 of you brothers is really a bit strange. Seeing Qing Yi kicking Qing Kuang one after another, Yi Xiaobai on the side also muttered to himself with a surprised look on his face. Chapter 794 I win, give me food, I lose, still give me food? Huh? What's wrong? What happened? Soon, under Qing Ye's crazy output, Qing Kuang woke up in a daze. Second brother. Second brother. Hurry up, we have to hurry up and play rock paper scissors, otherwise, Master Bai will be angry. Seeing Qing Kuang wake up, Qing Mo and Qing Yi shouted anxiously, because they noticed that Yi Xiaobai on the side had already revealed a hint of impatience. We are being struck by lightning now, then you want to play a childish game like rock paper scissors? Are you crazy, or have you been struck dumb? Also, who is Master Bai? Hearing what the two said, Qing Kuang, who was already confused, became even more confused. Second brother. Don't stand there, play rock paper scissors. We are in a very dangerous situation now. Seeing that Qing Kuang hadn't recovered for a long time, Qing Mo also reminded him, and then used his spiritual sense to briefly explain the current situation. What? Before we die, we have to be struck by 500,000 Wuding Qinglei? Even, the other party is worried that we can't stand it, and personally sent us a healing pill? And now, the purpose of our rock paper scissors is to compete for the first healing pill. Whoever grabs it will be struck? After learning about these situations, Qing Kuang was completely dumbfounded. He really didn't expect that when he was being struck, his eldest brother and third brother would call him up. Big brother. Third brother. You are really dogs. In order to avoid being hit, you kicked me awake from my coma. Doesn't your conscience hurt for doing this? After recovering from his shock, Qin Kuang used his spiritual consciousness to send a soul-searching question to the two of them. Second brother. I don't know if my conscience hurts, but I know that if I get struck by lightning, my body will definitely throb with pain. So, don't waste time, hurry up and play rock, scissors, paper. Otherwise, Mr. Bai will get mad soon. Hearing Qin Kuang's soul-searching question, Qing Mo urged him without any care. Rock, scissors, paper. As Qing Mo finished speaking, the three of them stretched out their right hands hidden behind their backs, and rock, scissors, and scissors soon appeared in their sight. Oh! How did I win? This kind of torture of being struck by lightning should be borne by me, the eldest brother. Seeing that Qin Kuang and Qing Yi both played scissors, Qing Mo also said with regret. Brother. That's right. But can you please stop smiling? Hearing Qing Mo's words, Qin Kuang reminded him with a black face. Did I laugh? Hearing Qin Kuang's reminder, Qing Mo also said with embarrassment. Are you still laughing? Brother. If your face wasn't so big, the corners of your grinning mouth would have gone up to the sky. At this time, Qing Yi on the side couldn't help but complain. What are you doing? What are you three doing here? You will be struck by 500,000 infinite green thunders. After that, you will die. In this situation, you are still in the mood to laugh and tease each other? Yi Xiaobai, who was standing aside, showed a look of bewilderment on his face after seeing this scene, because this was not what he expected. Qing Mo, right. Since you won, this pill is yours, hurry up and eat it. The next 100 Wu Ding Qing Lei will strike soon. Just when Qing Mo thought he had won, Yi Xiaobai suddenly said this, and then handed an extremely rare healing pill to the other party. Shouldn't it be the loser who eats this pill? How can it still be the winner who eats it? Seeing the pill handed over by Yi Xiaobai, Qing Mo was completely dumbfounded. He really didn't expect that the other party would play cards out of the routine. Qin Kuang and Qing Yi, who were about to continue playing rock paper scissors, showed a touch of excitement on their faces after seeing this scene. They didn't expect that happiness would come so suddenly and catch them off guard. A few minutes later. Keep going. This time I don't believe I can win. At this time, Qing Mo, who had been baptized by 100 uncertain blue thunders, was twitching all over and spoke to Qin Kuang and Qing Yi. Rock, scissors, paper. As Qing Mo finished speaking, the three of them stretched out their right hands hidden behind their backs again, and rock, paper, and paper soon appeared in their sight. Ha ha ha. I lost, I finally dodged a wave. Seeing that Qin Kuang and Qing Yi both played cloth, and only he played stone, Qing Mo also laughed excitedly. Xiaobai. What is this guy grinning at? At this moment, Yifeng's voice suddenly came from not far away, and then Yifeng's figure appeared directly in the sight of the four people. My lord. You are here. When Yifeng came over, Yi Xiaobai shouted respectfully. My lord? Could it be that he is the adult mentioned by the white-haired demon, the prodigal god who played with thunder? Hearing what Yi Xiaobai said, Qing Mo, Qin Kuang, and Qing Yi on the side also looked at Yifeng with curious eyes. My lord. Because the three of them had exhausted their divine power in resisting the unfixed green thunder before, it can be said that their strength is about the same at present. So, whoever takes the healing pill can recover some strength and will be baptized by 100 unfixed green thunders. I was afraid that they would fight with each other, so I played a small game of rock paper scissors to decide who would take the healing pill. Then, Yi Xiaobai looked at Yifeng and explained the situation here. So that's it. No wonder he was laughing so happily. What are you waiting for? Hurry up and give him the healing pills. The next wave of Wuding Qinglei is about to strike. After understanding these situations, Yi Feng looked at Yi Xiaobai and urged him. I won just now, so you give me some. Now I lost, and you still want to give me some? What, you can just let me play alone? Hearing Yi Feng's words, Qing Mo couldn't believe his ears for a while. He never thought that Yi Feng and Yi Xiaobai, the master and servant, would have different judging standards. Brother. Seeing you silently bearing the baptism of Qinglei, my heart is almost broken. How I wish I could share the burden for you. Brother. Second brother is right. Seeing you silently bearing the baptism of Qinglei, it really hurts you and hurts me. At this time, the voices of Qing Kuang and Qing Yi also rang from the side. Chapter 795 I did promise you, but what I said doesn't count. That sounds really nice. If I were blind, I would definitely believe it. But I'm not blind, can you guys stop smiling at me? Seeing the gloating smiles on Qing Kuang and Qing Ye's faces, Qing Mo wanted to kill them with a knife. After a moment. Come again. I will definitely win this time. After being tortured by 100 Wuding Qinglei again, Qing Mo also twitched all over and shouted at Qing Kuang and Qing Yi. Rock, scissors, paper. As Qing Mo finished speaking, the three of them stretched out their right hands hidden behind their backs again, and cloth appeared in their sight. This round is a tie. Come again. Seeing this situation, Qing Mo shouted directly. Wait a minute. Who said that if it's a tie, we have to start over? You are the eldest brother, so if it's a tie, you must be the one who eats the elixir. Xiaobai, give him the elixir. Just then, Yi Feng, who was lying on a rocking chair watching the fun, suddenly interrupted Qing Mo's proposal, and then directly stated his decision. If I lose, I eat. If I win, I eat. If it's a tie, I still eat? Is it because I'm the eldest brother? But I don't want to be the eldest brother, but do I have a choice? Hearing Yi Feng's decision, Qing Mo was stunned. He really didn't expect that the other party could bully people to this extent. By the way, I have something to tell you. From the next wave, it will not be 100 Wuding Qinglei, but 10,000 Wuding Qinglei. So, as long as you can win 49 times in a row, you don't have to suffer the torture of Wuding Qinglei. You just need to wait for death quietly. At this moment, Yi Feng suddenly thought of something, and then looked at the three people and reminded them. 100 Wuding Qinglei became 10,000? This is going to kill us. Hearing Yi Feng's words, the three people panicked directly. After all, the feeling of enduring 100 Wuding Qinglei and 10,000 Wuding Qinglei at one time is completely different. 2 hours later. Master. We have resisted 500,000 Wuding Qinglei. Next, please give us a quick death. At this time, Qing Mo's mind had collapsed, and he just wanted to die as soon as possible. Qing Kuang and Qing Yi, who were standing by, also looked at Yi Feng with expectation. The double torture of body and mind had really broken their hearts. Now they just wanted to die quickly. Young Master Yi. We are coming. At this moment, Song Hui's voice suddenly came from not far away, and then, Song Hui, like a big brother, came over from a distance with 49 little brothers behind him. Yeah. Why are they here? Seeing the 50 people who appeared, they were the ones they had captured, which made Qing Mo suddenly feel uneasy, because he noticed that the 50 people who came over looked at the three brothers with extremely terrifying eyes. Brother. This magic ring contains your hard work fee, you can give it to the others when the time comes. By the way, the next 3 people are handed over to you, how you want to kill them is up to you. When Song Hui came over, Yi Feng handed over a magic ring, and also handed over the 3 brothers of the Qing family to him. Wait a minute, master. You can't hand us over to them. If the three of us brothers fall into their hands, they will definitely torture us to death. Besides, this Mr. Bai just promised us that as long as the three of us can withstand these 500,000 Wuding Qinglei, he will give us a quick death. Hearing Yifeng's words, Qing Mo panicked directly, and then hurriedly reminded him. He knew very well that if the three brothers of them fell into the hands of these 50 people, they would really be worse than death. That's right. I did promise you before. But what I said doesn't count. Hearing what Qing Mo said, Yi Xiaobai looked at him with a playful look and said this. You don't count? Then don't make blind promises. Hearing that Yi Xiaobai actually said such shameless words, the three Qing brothers were so angry that their bodies twitched. Brother! If there's nothing else, I'll leave first. We'll see each other again if we're lucky. At this time, Yifeng also said hello to Song Hui, and then walked into the space crack opened by Yi Xiaobai. Ha ha ha. Gone, those two are gone. As long as they leave, even if we are seriously injured now, do you dare to touch us? Don't say I didn't remind you. If you dare to touch us, we will immediately activate the blood covenant and turn your body into blood mist in an instant. When Yifeng and Yi Xiaobai disappeared into the space crack, Qing Mo raised his head and laughed, and then looked at the 50 people in front of him and shouted loudly. Qing Mo! There's something you may not know yet. The blood covenant on us has been erased by Lord Xiaobai. That is to say, we are free. Seeing Qing Mo's shouting face, Song Hui said this, with a playful look. Hearing this, Qing Mo, Chun Kuang and Qing Yi looked at each other first, and then began to activate the blood contract, but when they found that none of the 50 people in front of them had self-destructed, they were completely panicked. Peng! Soon, the three of them knelt down directly in front of Song Hui. Brother Hui! We were wrong. It was all our fault before. Please, Brother Hui, please spare us. After kneeling down, Qing Mo began to beg. They were not afraid of death at this time. What they were afraid of was that life was worse than death. Let you go? On weekdays, when you tortured us, we also begged bitterly, but did you let us go? Hearing Qing Mo's words, Song Hui smiled coldly, and then waved to the 49 people behind him. Xinghuan Mountain, Xinghuan Palace. Ding! Congratulations to the host for completing today's wasteful product. Reward 1 million wasteful points. Reward random breakthrough scrolls *5. Reward breakthrough a small realm. Ding! Congratulations to the host for triggering the wasteful behavior. Reward 500,000 wasteful points. Reward breakthrough a small realm. When Yifeng returned to Xinghuan Palace, the system's reward prompt sound rang continuously in his mind. Boom! Boom! Then, 2 breakthrough auras burst out from Yifeng's body, allowing his cultivation to directly break through from the 4th level of the sacred realm to the 6th level of the sacred realm. Chapter 796. Looking at the entire palace, am I the only weakling left? Huh? The system is crazy. It actually rewarded me with 5 random breakthrough scrolls at once. When Yifeng checked the rewards he received, a look of surprise appeared on his face. He really didn't expect that the system would give such a crazy reward in order to speed up his ascension. System. Can I ask you something? At this time, Yifeng suddenly thought of something, and then asked the system. Ding! Host, what do you want to ask? Soon, the system's voice sounded. Counting these 5 random breakthrough scrolls, I have 7 random breakthrough scrolls in my hand. Then who do you think is the most suitable for these random breakthrough scrolls? After hearing the system's words, Yifeng asked directly. Ding! Host, you, of course it's you. These random breakthrough scrolls, of course, are the most suitable for you to use. After hearing Yifeng's words, the system also gave a direct response. System. You are right, it is most suitable for me to use it. But I am a prodigal son, so I have to lose this random breakthrough scroll. So, I plan to use these random breakthrough scrolls to improve the strength of the people and beasts in the palace gate first. After saying that, Yi Feng showed a sly smile, and then walked directly towards Sun Long, who was not far away. System? You old fool, are you setting a trap for me? Master Yi. You're back. Sun Long, who was shoveling dragon shit, saw Yi Feng coming over and spoke respectfully. Sun Long. Your strength is currently at the first level of the Divine Tribulation realm, right? Do you want to break through to the 9th level of the Divine Tribulation realm? Yi Feng asked directly when he came to Sun Long. Yes. Master Yi, I do. Sun Long was stunned at first, then responded excitedly, thinking to himself, could it be that Master Yi is going to use that mysterious scroll that can make crazy breakthroughs for me again? Bang! Just as Sun Long was secretly guessing, Yi Feng slapped a random breakthrough scroll on his forehead. Boom! 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 As the power of the random breakthrough scroll poured into Sun Long's body, a breath of breakthrough emerged from his body. At the same time, thunderclouds rolled in the sky, thunder exploded, and a heavenly tribulation cloud began to condense quickly. All right. The heavenly tribulation cloud dare not strike you. Next, you can just shoot as much as you want. After saying that, Yi Feng walked towards Li Qi, Shi Duchuan and the Holy Light Tiger Demon not far away. Holy Light Tiger Monster. Shi Duchuan. Li Qi. Next, I will help you improve your strength. Whether you can directly break through to the peak of the 9th level of the Divine Tribulation realm depends on your luck. Yi Feng came to the two people and the beast and explained his purpose. Then, he slapped the random breakthrough scroll on their foreheads. Half an hour later, Sun Long used one. The Holy Light Tiger Monster used one. Shi Duchuan used 2. Li Qi used 3, just 7 random breakthrough scrolls. It seems that these random breakthrough scrolls awarded by the system are tailor-made for them. Seeing the strength of the 3 people and 1 beast, they all successfully broke through to the peak of the 9th level of the Divine Tribulation realm, and Yi Feng also showed a touch of satisfaction. What's going on? What's going on? In just a short while, Li Qi, Sun Long, Shi Duchuan and the Holy Light Tiger Monster all broke through to the peak of the 9th level of the Divine Tribulation realm. And Butler Ba and Feitian Zhuju also have the cultivation of the peak of the 9th level of the Divine Tribulation realm. In other words, looking at the entire palace gate, except for me, the palace master, all the other people and beasts are all strong men at the peak of the 9th level of the Divine Tribulation realm. Huashan, who was not far away, was stunned after seeing this scene. He really didn't expect that Yi Feng would come back this time and come up with an invincible big move. What to do? The entire palace is now full of powerful 9th level masters of the Divine Tribulation realm, and I am the only weakling. How can I manage this palace? The pressure is too damn great. After recovering from his shock, Huashan muttered to himself with a wry smile. He really didn't expect that he, a useless cultivator, would one day be in charge of a bunch of 9th level masters of the Divine Tribulation realm. Ding! Congratulations to the host for triggering the wasteful behavior. Reward 1 million wasteful points. Reward random breakthrough scroll *1. Reward combat puppet *10. On the other side, when Yi Feng spent all the 7 random breakthrough scrolls, the system's reward prompt sounded in his mind. Restore normal rewards? In this case, I will use this random breakthrough scroll myself. After hearing the system's reward prompt sound, Yi Feng also smiled and muttered to himself. System, god damn, the rewards have returned to normal. The previous rewards were also normal. I really didn't do anything behind the scenes. Oh. Master. I miss you so much. At this moment, a voice full of excitement came from a distance. What's going on? Why does the flying pig have this bad habit? Seeing the flying pig running towards him quickly from a distance, Yifeng also showed a bit of confusion. Very soon. When the flying pig was about to reach Yifeng, it braked suddenly, and then did a beautiful tail swing, and directly showed Yifeng its big piece of meat. What is this pig going to do? Is it trying to let me kick it away? Seeing Feitian pig lying on the ground with two big pieces of meat sticking up, Yifeng's face was instantly covered with black lines. Master! Kick me quickly! I can't wait! At this moment, Feitian pig also shouted with expectation. Really came here to get kicked? How come it turned out like this after going out with the dog? Hearing Feitian pig's words, Yifeng also showed a touch of surprise, but he was surprised, but he still raised his right foot and directly posed for shooting. Master! No! This kick of love belongs to me. Just when Yifeng was kicking with all his strength, the anxious voice of the little yellow dog also sounded from a distance. Bang! Then, with a muffled sound, Feitian pig was kicked out directly. Fuck! This is my love. You pig have no morals. Seeing the flying pig flying over his head, the little yellow dog was so angry that his whole body started shaking. On the other side, just now the system seems to have rewarded a combat puppet. Let's see what that is first. At this time, after Yifeng kicked the flying pig away, he began to check the situation of the combat puppet. Chapter 797, Huashan cried, "Don't bully people like this, battle puppet, a special auxiliary artifact that the weapon refiner wants to create all his life, which can execute simple battle commands." Fuck. This is just a little information? Give me more and I'll die. When Yifeng checked the information of the battle puppet, he complained with a black face. Master! Please! Can you leave all these loving kicks to me in the future? At this moment, the little yellow dog also came to Yifeng, and then said with grievance. What the hell is loving kicks? Isn't that asking for a kick? Hearing the little yellow dog's strange request, Yifeng couldn't believe his ears for a while. Dog! Can you stop being so mean? As your master, I'm under a lot of pressure. After recovering, Yifeng looked at the little yellow dog and persuaded him. Master! But I am a sword, cheap dog. Besides, my goal is to become the #1 sword, cheap dog in the world. Now you don't let me be sword, cheap, I am also under great pressure. Hearing Yifeng's persuasion, the little yellow dog also hurriedly explained. Dog! Don't you understand what people say? I'm talking about cheap, not the sword you said. At this time, Yifeng also scolded with a black face. Master! I understand what you mean. But I want both swords, cheap, one for the enemy and one for you. After hearing this, the little yellow dog also quickly expressed his thoughts. Lie down. Hearing this, Yifeng finally couldn't stand it anymore, and directly gave the little yellow dog an order, and then even posed for shooting. Okay. Master, I'll lie down right away. Seeing Yifeng's action, the little yellow dog turned around with a mean smile on his face, and then lay on the ground to show his two big pieces of meat. Pung! With a muffled sound, the little yellow dog was kicked out directly, and at the same time, it posed the classic lying flat and crossing its legs in the air. Why? Why did the little yellow dog become like this? When I picked it up, it was normal. What went wrong? Seeing the little yellow dog's appearance at this time, Yifeng also muttered to himself with a black face. System, as the saying goes, a man is red when he is near a red man, and as the saying goes, a man is black when he is near a black man. Why did it become like this? Don't you have any idea? Here he comes. Master Yi is walking towards me with an arrogant step. Are you going to help me improve my strength? Seeing Yi Feng walking towards him, Huashan also showed a touch of excitement. After all, he was the only weakling left in the entire palace, and he was the palace master. In his opinion, Yi Feng must be here to help him improve his strength. Master Yi. I'm ready. Come on. When Yi Feng came over, Huashan lifted his bangs and said excitedly. What are you ready for? Come on, whatever. Hearing Huashan's words, especially seeing Huashan lifting his bangs, Yi Feng was stunned. Palace Master. I don't quite understand what you are talking about. I came here to ask you something. Then, Yi Feng looked at Huashan and explained his purpose. Asking me something again? Are you going to spend money again? Hearing Yi Feng's words, Huashan was so wrong that he almost cried. He even wanted to say to Yi Feng, besides spending money, you can think of me, can't you think of me in other things? It's uncomfortable. Huashan was really uncomfortable at this time. The entire palace, whether it is the shit shoveler or the dragon and tiger herder, whether it is the direct disciple or the ordinary disciple, all have experienced a surge in strength, but as the palace master, he got nothing and could only be a weak chicken palace master. How could this not make him uncomfortable? Young Master Yi. Before you ask, can I ask you something first? After calming down, Huashan looked at Yi Feng seriously and said this. Okay. Ask whatever you want to ask. Hearing what Huashan said, Yi Feng also spoke out with curiosity. Young Master Yi. You just helped Sun Long, Shi Duchuan, Li Qi, and the Holy Light Tiger Demon improve their cultivation. It can be said that I am the only weakling in the palace gate now. I wonder when you can help me improve my cultivation a little bit. Huashan asked directly after hearing this. Palace Master. Have you forgotten the original intention of my creation of this palace gate? I just want to create a very weak palace gate, and then hide in it. And as the palace master, if you have extremely terrifying cultivation, then the strength of our palace gate will be exposed? So, you can only be a weak palace master, only in this way can you deceive others. Hearing Huashan's question, Yi Feng also explained with a serious face. You still have the nerve to mention the original intention of creating the palace gate? You said you would hide, but how many days have you been hiding in the palace gate? Either he was out squandering money, or he was on his way out squandering money. How come the original intention of establishing the palace was just for me? After hearing Yi Feng's explanation, Huashan was going crazy. If Yi Feng stayed in the palace, he wouldn't say anything. He could just be a weak palace master. After all, this was the original intention of establishing the palace, but Yi Feng is not sloppy, but he is made to be a weakling all the time, who can stand this? Young Master Yi. What did you want to ask me just now? At this time, Huashan didn't want to continue talking about this sad thing, and directly changed the subject. Palace Master. Have you heard of the battle puppet? Hearing Huashan's words, Yi Feng asked directly. Battle puppet? Hasn't it been lost? Hearing the word battle puppet, Huashan also revealed a look of surprise, and then thought to himself, there is really no ordinary thing that young Master Yi wants to spend money on. Young Master Yi. As far as I know, if you want to build a battle puppet, you need the puppet secret book. Only by following the special forging method in the puppet secret book can you build a battle puppet. And hundreds of thousands of years ago, the puppet secret book can be said to be the most powerful trump card of the weapon refiner. According to different puppet secret books, different puppets can be built, such as battle puppets, guardian puppets, substitute puppets, self-destructive puppets, etc. Although he was surprised by the battle puppet proposed by Yi Feng, Huashan still told him everything he knew. Is the former weapon refiner so awesome? Hearing this, Yi Feng also said in surprise. Young Master Yi. Not only weapon refiners, but also former alchemists, magic herb masters, talisman masters, formation masters, etc., are all extremely terrifying. Seeing that Yi Feng was very interested in this aspect, Huashan immediately spoke up. Chapter 798 The Way the Battle Puppets Spend Money. Oh. Then pick two and tell us about them. Hearing this, Yi Feng asked, with curiosity. Former alchemists could refine all kinds of powerful pills, such as the battle body pill that can quickly heal the body no matter how much damage it suffers within half an incense stick of time, the soul-soothing pill that can control other people's bodies in a short time, and the divine body pill that can have various divine body constitutions in a short time, etc. Former divine herb masters could continuously evolve many rare divine herbs, allowing them to continuously break through their limits, and finally even derive a certain amount of spiritual intelligence. The more famous divine grass can be as high as 100 feet, and can instantly differentiate into countless seeds, creating a sea of divine grass, which can instantly devour the bodies of hundreds of thousands of people, which is extremely terrifying. After hearing Yi Feng's words, Huashan simply gave two examples. Hiss. Yi Feng, who heard this, couldn't help but take a breath of cold air. He really didn't expect that the former alchemists and divine herb masters could be so powerful. Palace Master. Then why did they decline like this? After calming down, Yi Feng asked, with a puzzled look on his face. Young Master Yi. I didn't know why before. But now, I have an extremely bold guess. Speaking of this, Huashan paused for a moment, and then continued, Young Master Yi, do you remember the news that came out of the Tianji Pavilion before? You mean, the divine stones and puppet secret books that can create various puppets, the divine plants that can refine various heaven-defying elixirs, the divine herbs that can evolve into heaven-defying existences, etc., all disappeared with the passage of time? Hearing Huashan's reminder, Yi Feng understood something at once, and then expressed his thoughts. That's right. That's my guess. Except for this explanation, I really can't think of any other reasons. After hearing this, Huashan nodded and said aloud. Ding. Host, do you want to know if this guess is true? At this moment, the voice of the system suddenly sounded from Yi Feng's mind. I don't want to know. Life always has to have some doubts to become more interesting. I will verify this guess myself in the future. After hearing the system's words, Yi Feng directly refused. I can't wait to tell you now. And you say you don't want to know? Do you know how uncomfortable this will make me? After hearing Yi Feng's answer, the system was stunned. This was different from what it expected, because with its understanding of Yi Feng must want to know. Ding. Host, this news does not require the opportunity to peek into the secrets of heaven, I can tell you directly. At this time, the unwilling system spoke again. I don't want to know. Don't tell me. If you tell me, I won't be a good loser in the future. Hearing the system's words, Yi Feng refused again, and secretly said in his heart, if you didn't take the initiative to ask you, I might have asked you, but you took the initiative to ask, which proves that you really want to tell me, then I won't let you say it, this is the moral quality that Lao Lu should have. Young Master Yi. You ask about the battle puppet. Do you have a battle puppet in your hand and are ready to lose it? Seeing that Yi Feng didn't speak for a long time, Huashan also asked, curiously. That's right. I have 10 combat puppets in my hand, but I'm not sure what level they are. Hearing Huashan's question, Yi Feng responded casually, and then began to think about how to defeat these 10 combat puppets. Young Master Yi. No matter what level of combat puppets, their main use is to fight, because they don't feel pain, they don't have emotions, as long as they are given a simple combat order, they will complete it. And if we want to ruin the family, can we start with fighting? Seeing Yi Feng began to ponder, Huashan said this, with a smile on his face. start with fighting? Palace master, tell me what you think. Hearing Huashan's words, Yifeng also became interested, and then asked out loud. Fighting to the death is the best way to use combat puppets. Because they will fight to the last moment. Then if we find a Shinto hall and let them compete with others, even with the weakest Shintoist, and when the competition is almost over, tell the weak Shintoist the fatal weakness of the combat puppet, wouldn't that be very ruining? Seeing that Yifeng was very interested in his idea, Huashan immediately expressed his idea. Compete with a weak Shintoist. And finally let the weak Shintoist destroy the combat puppet? After hearing Huashan's idea, Yifeng's eyes lit up, and then he walked towards the dream hut. You approved my idea of spending money. And then you just left? Can't you just praise me? Seeing Yifeng leave here directly after hearing his idea of spending money, Huashan was completely dumbfounded. He is trying hard to perform now, and he doesn't expect Yifeng to help him improve his strength and get rid of the identity of a weak chicken palace master, but is it so difficult for him to get a compliment? Dream hut. My lord is coming. Get up quickly, don't keep basking in the sun. Realizing that Yifeng was walking towards this side quickly, Yi Xiaohe also warned Xiaojian, Xiaobai, Xiaochui, and Xiaojiao beside him. Bang! When the four stood up from the rocking chair, Yi Xiaochui smiled evilly, and then burst out with all his strength, knocking the defenseless Yi Xiaojiao unconscious with a palm knife. Fuck! You're cheating me again. Xiaochui, can't you be a human being? At the moment when Yi Xiaojiao was about to faint, he also cursed wildly in his heart. Bang! Just when Yi Xiaochui was full of pride, Yi Xiaojian beside him also made a full-strength attack and knocked Yi Xiaochui unconscious with the handle of the knife. Brother hey! Brother bye! Brother Go seems to be calling me, I'll go find Brother Go first. After knocking Yi Xiaochui unconscious, Yi Xiaojian was also afraid that Yi Xiaobai would attack him, so he stepped back a few steps, then looked at Yi Xiaohe and Yi Xiaobai and said this, and then quickly flew towards the direction of the little yellow dog. Brother hey! If you want to attack me, then just tell me directly, I will fall down by myself, and I won't bother you to do it. At this time, seeing Yi Xiaojian fleeing from here, Yi Xiaobai looked at Yi Xiaohe and said hurriedly. Move your ass. After you do this, I can't feel the joy of sneak attacking others. Hearing Yi Xiaobai's words, Yi Xiaohe also said angrily. A moment later. Huh? What's the situation? Last time, Xiaojiao slept alone, this time, Xiaochui slept with him? When Yifeng came here, he saw Yi Xiaojiao and Yi Xiaochui sleeping in a rocking chair, and he was stunned. Chapter 799 My lord, a weak Shintoist, don't we have one at the palace gate? Xiaohe. Xiaobai. What's the situation? Then, Yifeng looked at Yi Xiaohe and Yi Xiaobai and asked. My lord. I don't know what they were talking about just now, and then they felt a sense of mutual appreciation, and in the end it was like this. However, I reminded them that this would have a bad influence, but they didn't listen. Hearing Yifeng's question, Yi Xiaohe also hurriedly explained. Yi Xiaojiao, Yi Xiaochui, we were both attacked by surprise, and this can be called mutual appreciation. Also, even if you reminded us, we didn't listen. We wanted to listen, but we were unconscious. Fuck. Brother Hay is too awesome. I almost believe you're making up lies based on facts. After hearing this, Yi Xiaobai, who was standing by, showed a look of admiration on his face. He didn't know that Yi Xiaohe was so talented in making up lies. Really? Why do I feel something is wrong? Hearing what Yi Xiaohe said, Yifeng also frowned slightly. For some reason, he always felt that something was wrong. Okay. Ignore the two of them, Xiaohe, send me to a town with a Shinto temple. Without thinking about the problem, Yifeng directly gave orders to Yi Xiaohe. My lord. I have something to say. Just then, Yi Xiaojian's voice came from a distance, and then Yi Xiaojian flew over quickly from a distance. Why is he back again? Could it be that he came back to tell tales? Seeing Yi Xiaojian running back, Yi Xiaohe and Yi Xiaobai both showed a hint of nervousness. Xiaojian. What do you want to tell me? Seeing Yi Xiaojian flying over, Yi Feng also asked curiously. My lord. I heard everything you and Huashan said just now. In fact, if you want to find a weak Shintoist to spar with, you don't have to go to the Shinto hall. Isn't there one in our palace? Hearing Yi Feng's question, Yi Xiaojian quickly expressed his thoughts. Xiaojian. I didn't expect you to pay attention to my situation. You are really thoughtful. But, isn't it unfriendly to the palace master to do so? After hearing Yi Xiaojian's idea, Yi Feng also hesitated. My lord. Don't you have 10 combat puppets in your hand? You can leave one for Huashan. After all, you certainly can't defeat all 10 combat puppets to a weakling. And Huashan will definitely have no problem facing a combat puppet. When they are almost done sparring, I will tell Huashan the combat puppet's fatal weakness. That's it. Hearing Yi Feng's concerns, Yi Xiaojian quickly came up with a solution. Yes. I definitely can't lose to a weakling among the 10 combat puppets, so it shouldn't be a big problem to ask the palace master to help defeat one. After hearing what Yi Xiaojian said, Yi Feng nodded and approved the proposal, and then took out a combat puppet from the system space. Boom! With a loud noise, a combat puppet 2 meters tall with a metallic luster all over its body appeared in the sight of several people. Fuck! This combat puppet is a bit handsome. Moreover, it looks just like a person, except that the whole body is made of various special metal ores. Looking at this extremely handsome and oppressive combat puppet in front of him, Yi Feng couldn't help but marvel. Xiaojian. This combat puppet is handed over to you. Send it to the palace master in a while, and then let it have a good fight with the palace master. Then, Yi Feng looked at Yi Xiaojian and gave an order. My lord, don't worry. Xiaojian will definitely get this done. After saying that, Yi Xiaojian used the blood-red rapier in his hand to draw a space crack in front of him. My lord. You can reach a town with a Shinto pavilion through the space channel. At this time, Yi Xiaojian also looked at Yi Feng and continued. Yeah. After hearing this, Yi Feng nodded with satisfaction, and then walked into the space crack. Is there murderous intent? When Yi Feng left, Yi Xiaojian suddenly realized something, and then he looked to the side. When he saw Yi Xiaohe and Yi Xiaobai looking at him with eyes that wanted to stab him, he panicked. Brother He. Brother Bai. Listen to my explanation. Just when Yi Xiaojian was about to explain something, Yi Xiaohe interrupted him and sneered, Xiaojian, you first snatched our chance to perform, and then you stole my job. It can be said that the facts are in front of us, what else can you explain? Humph. Then I won't explain. I'm going to get beaten anyway, why should I compromise with you? Seeing Yi Xiaohe and Yi Xiaobai approaching him with their fists rubbed, Yi Xiaojian also made up his mind and said very toughly. A moment later. Fight. Fight hard. I like to watch this kind of crushing battle. When Huashan saw the crushing battle that suddenly appeared in the air, he also shouted excitedly. Brother He. Is Huashan a little bit sick in the head? Xiaojian has a combat puppet in his hand. To put it bluntly, Huashan will spar with that combat puppet later, and Yi Xiaojian will decide how long the sparring will last. But he is cheering for the two of us now. Isn't this courting death? Hearing Huashan shout, Yi Xiaobai also said to Yi Xiaohe with a confused face. He is not sick in the head. He just talks too much. After all, he doesn't know that he will spar with the combat puppet next. So, if you want to blame someone, blame his mouth. Why does he have to shout when he can't just watch the fun? Hearing what Yi Xiaobai said, Yi Xiaohei shrugged helplessly and then expressed his thoughts. After a while. Master Xiaojian. You, how did you get here? Seeing Yi Xiaojian, who was beaten into a pig's head, suddenly come to him, Huashan asked in panic. Huashan. If my master wants to defeat 10 combat puppets, he needs to find 10 weak Shintoists to compete with. It can be said that this quota is very precious. So, before my master left, I specially got a quota for you. How about it, are you happy? Hearing Huashan's question, Yi Xiaojian also said with a smirk. Chapter 800 There is no other way, he can only let him fight 9 combat puppets alone. I am so happy. Who asked you to help me get a quota? You are crazy. When Huashan heard what Yi Xiaojian said, he was dumbfounded. He never thought that the idea of losing money he proposed would actually fall on himself. Master Xiaojian. Can I refuse this precious quota? After all, this quota is too precious. I think it's better to give it to the right person. After recovering from his shock, Huashan asked nervously. No. Let's not waste time. Brother He and Brother Bai are still waiting for me up there. Next, let's enjoy the pleasure of being beaten together. After hearing Huashan's words, Yi Xiaojian smiled playfully, then took out the battle puppet and issued a simple battle order, which was to beat Huashan's face into a pig's head. Master Xiaojian. I have one last question. What level is this battle puppet? Do I have the strength to fight? Seeing Yi Xiaojian throw the battle puppet into the air, Huashan also asked hurriedly. Level 9. The peak cultivation of the 9th level of the Divine Tribulation Realm. I feel you can still resist, what if you find its fatal weakness? Soon, Yi Xiaojian's voice came from the air. Level 9 battle puppet? I can't resist it, let alone find its fatal weakness, whether I can touch it or not is a mystery. Hearing Yi Xiaojian's words, Huashan was directly desperate. Tianyin City, Red Shinto Hall. Young master. How can I help you? When Yifeng walked into the Shinto Hall, a young man came over and looked at Yifeng respectfully and asked. I want to find someone to spar with. Hearing the young man's question, Yifeng directly stated the purpose of his visit. Young master. Then can you tell me about your cultivation? Also, what level of Shinto do you want to spar with? Hearing Yifeng's words, the young man asked with a smile. My cultivation is at the peak of the 6th level of the Holy Realm. I want to have a fight with a powerful Shintoist who has reached the 1st level of the True God Realm. Yifeng answered immediately after hearing the young man's question. True God Realm, Heavenly God Realm, God King Realm, God Emperor Realm, Godly Realm, Godly Lord Realm, Shinto Realm, Godly Tribulation Realm. True God Realm, 1st level cultivation, isn't that the weakest of the weak? How come you say it's a powerful Shintoist? Moreover, as a strong person in the Holy Realm, you want to fight with a weak True God Realm, how dare you? Hearing Yifeng's request, the young man couldn't believe his ears for a moment. Young master. Although you have this idea, but those Shintoists with the 1st level of True God Realm cultivation should not accept this competition. And both parties in the competition are guests of our Shinto hall, and we cannot force them to accept this competition. So, you should modify the competition conditions. After recovering from his shock, the young man looked at Yifeng and explained some situations. Ding. Remind the host that each combat puppet has the cultivation of the 9th level of the God Tribulation Realm, and is far stronger than the 9th level of the God Tribulation Realm peak powerhouses of this era. At this moment, the system's prompt sound suddenly rang in Yifeng's mind. Hearing the reminder from the system, Yifeng was also stunned, and then asked directly, System, does that mean that even the peak 9-layer powerhouses of the Divine Tribulation Realm are weaklings in front of the battle puppets? Ding. Host, you are right, even if it is a peak 9-layer powerhouse of the divine tribulation realm, the battle puppet can beat 10 of them alone. As Yifeng's voice fell, the voice of the system rang out from his mind again. Understood. Find 9 weaklings, with the peak 9-layer cultivation of the divine tribulation realm, to spar with. In this way, all the battle puppets can be defeated. After hearing the words of the system, Yifeng quickly made a decision. Then let's change it. Find me 9 Shintoists, with the peak 9-layer cultivation of the divine tribulation realm. I want to spar with them. In other words, I want to single out all of them. Soon, Yifeng looked at the young man and told him his new sparring conditions. Is there something wrong with this guy's brain? Either spar with the weakest or spar with the strongest. Can't you find someone of the same realm? Hearing Yifeng's words, the young man felt like he was going crazy. Young master. Let's not talk about the fact that we can't find 9 peak masters of the 9th level of the divine tribulation realm in the Shinto hall. Even if we can find them, they won't compete with you. After all, you can't arouse their interest at all. After calming down, the young man looked at Yifeng and explained the situation. What if I can arouse their interest? Hearing the young man's words, Yifeng asked this question with a playful look. Our owner is a 9th level peak powerhouse in the God Tribulation realm. If you can arouse his interest, he might play with you. However, this possibility is almost zero. Hearing Yifeng's inquiry, the young man immediately responded. Please give this divine ring to your owner for me. Just say that if he agrees to compete with me, then no matter whether he wins or loses, the things inside will be his. If it's not enough, I can add more. At this time, Yifeng didn't say anything more, but directly handed a divine ring, containing 1 million pieces of top-grade divine crystals to the young man. Hearing this, the young man frowned when he saw the divine ring handed over by Yifeng, but he finally took the divine ring and walked upstairs. There is only one 9th level peak powerhouse in the God Tribulation realm. Then there is no other way. He can only let him fight 9 combat puppets alone. Looking at the young man leaving, Yifeng also muttered to himself. That's right. If I had known this earlier, I wouldn't have left a combat puppet for the palace master. At this time, Yifeng suddenly thought of something, and then he started talking to himself. The main reason was that he didn't expect that even the peak of the 9th level of the divine tribulation realm was a weakling in front of the combat puppet. If Washan knew this, he would definitely collapse and shout, if I have any more ideas to ruin my family, I'm a dog. On the other side. Xiaozhang, what's the matter? Seeing the young man coming in, Zhao Donglin also asked with curiosity. Master. A strange guest has come downstairs. Some of the requests he made are hard to understand. For example, he wants to spar with a Shintoist of the 1st level of the true God realm, and then. Hearing Zhao Donglin's question, the young man hurriedly explained the situation briefly. Interesting. Really interesting. I have never met such an interesting guest. By the way, where is the divine ring he gave you? Bring it here for me to see. After hearing what the young man said, Zhao Donglin also became interested, and then took the divine ring handed over by the young man.